Hello, it's Sheridan from Next to Job. It's me back again. All of my tips are on my website, my blog, which is www.nexajob.com.au. And so today we're going to be talking about how do you know if your resume is successful out in the marketplace. So someone that is sending out their resume and not getting a lot of response back would generally be an indication that your resume needs a lot of work. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. So just with regards to, I was speaking to someone the other day with regards to they were having difficulty in obtaining interviews. So asked that person how many jobs have they applied for, and he said, several, up to sort of 40 applications and not anything back. So he was applying for a customer service or retail and jobs around that sort of area, and wasn't receiving any replies. So one main reason I interviewed him was because of a referral. I was doing an organisation a favour by meeting him. I looked at his resume and mentioned to him, and asking him, does he get enough interviews? And he said no. I said, well, I think, perhaps look at change your resume. So it's clear to me that people think about this if they're not getting the responses. Maybe have a friend have a look at your resume or have a professional look at your resume and to see if you get some sort of feedback, because you might be thinking you're sending out the correct information, but it might not be. So remember that your resume is your marketing tool. If you're not getting the responses, there is definitely something wrong there. And if you are applying for a customer service role, say for instance, you and probably between sort of 50 is the average application that we receive for a position, up to 200. So you really need to make a good impression on your resume because it's a marketing flyer. It is your marketing flyer. So what I would sort of look at in some of the areas on your front page, because I'm a big believer, on the front page, I like to have your key summaries, what you're looking for, what your education is, what your clearances are, and that's pretty much it, just for the first cover, and then you can go into the history after that. And maybe a good key summary of what you're looking for could be something like, I'm currently have 5 to 10 years experience in customer service. I'm currently looking for casual, part-time or permanent. I'm available immediately. I hold a current police check and I have industry experience. So that would be sort of the area that I would be looking at in terms of the key summary skills. The summary, and then I'd look at the key skills in terms of, say, for instance, what sort of technical abilities that you have, even things like industry experience. So there's some of the areas before you maybe need to have a look at, re-looking at that before sending it out again. So just with regards to some of the key areas, I know that recruiters love bullet points. It's easy for the key summaries to say things like great interpersonal skills, excellent team player, hardworking, reliable, and etc. However, the fact is these are fairly boring facts. Sorry about being so blunt. When I read that, I always think in my mind, I will be determining whether you are a good team player and whether you've got good interpersonal skills. So what I'm actually looking at when I'm looking at bullet points and key summary is things like 10 years experience managing teams, zero experience, which is an accounting software, bestseller of 2001, won the highest tender services, or won the best customer service skills, whatever relates to your profession. And those are the key technical skills that I'm looking for. None of the fluffy, a great team player, or I'm a wonderful, reliable person. All of that information I'm either going to determine myself as a recruiter, or my references that whoever I ring, any of your referees, I'll be asking that question, not asking you directly, if that makes sense. So does some of that start to sort of be a little bit clearer in terms of the front cover? It's really important you get that right. You've got 6 seconds of my attention before I move on to the next resume. You need to get this front page right. It is the most important part of your resume. And then obviously all the history stuff, but you need to get the front page right, because it needs to have enough information for me to go, oh, this person looks quite good. I'll look at their career history now. So get it right. Make sure you ask a friend, family member, reach out to my Facebook page. I'm happy for that. Or get a professional, pay a professional to do this. With the career aim, as I mentioned, just like to have that to the point. And then you, so in order, so you'd have your personal skills, personal details, name, you don't need to put date of birth, you don't need to put a photo, all of your details. Make sure your email address is really clean, nothing out of the norm. And then a career aim, which I've mentioned before. Then put your key skills, and what else can I? And then any major achievements, any clearances, and pretty much that will be it for your first page. Make sure whatever your qualifications are. Say, for instance, I'll tell you mine. So when I left school, I did a tourism certificate 3. I did many sales and leadership courses. I did a business certification, set 3. So I've done those courses. Now, if I was applying for a recruitment consultant position, which one do you think I need to keep all of those certifications on there? Well, if you answered yes, I would say hell no. You need to take off the travel and tourism course, because that was many years ago. It's not relevant to the position I'm applying for. Get rid of it. Keep the business certification, because that is obviously good, and any leadership certifications, keep those. Whatever is relevant to the position, keep it. I see a lot of people that have double qualifications, and they're applying for something completely different. So it gives me mixed messages when I read all of those certifications, and it gets me concerned, thinking that this person's a little bit flighty and not really having a good solid direction. So just keep that in mind if you haven't already thought of that before. So pretty much, that is just a couple of little tweaks of your resume, just to really capture the attention. So make sure the front page of your resume is really up to date, great information, great, not fluffy stuff, to the point, reads like a story, and gets people like myself, gets the attention. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. Okay, good luck. Thank you. Bye.